So I got two stories to tell. The first is that, well, one is just a really quick one. Kevin, some of you know him, Kevin Baumgartner, lives across the street from me. I haven't talked to him in a while, and I think he thinks that I flicked him off the other night. I was walking through the neighborhood. We live across the street from each other, and so I'm walking through the neighborhood with a friend who also happens to live in the neighborhood, and my friend said something to me, and it pissed me off. So then I was just like, fuck you, and I don't know why I had to actually give him the finger, because he was, I said fuck you, and he was right there. But Kevin drove by, and I just hear Kevin say fuck you too, and so I made a point to make amends with him, because he has 60 tattoos, so it's never a good sign when someone like that is mad at you. So I'm getting off track, but yeah, he scares me. So just Kevin, just please don't, it was an accident. I'm not really worried about it, but it was just a stupid thing that happened. So, but yeah, so that was the one story. All right, here's the story that I wanted to tell, though. It happened to be with the friend that I flipped off in the previous story, and my sinuses keep running. It's really annoying. Let's get this saliva build up in my mouth. I'm gonna keep this water bottle to spit in. Anyways. Ugh, I'm like a vile creature. So, I told a couple people this story, and everyone's really laughed so far, so I decided, I'll just tell it real quick on YouTube. Why not? People tell dumb stories every day about their work and stuff, so I figured here's another one. This isn't about work. So I'm with my friend, and he just got into God recently, as did I, but he kind of takes it to a new level, and he likes to, give homeless people a few bucks at a time, give them rides, stuff like that. So I asked him to drive me up to Walmart the other day, and so he drives me up to Walmart, and he usually spends 45 minutes there. So we leave Walmart in 5 minutes, and I'm thinking, all right, cool, that's it. So, we were gonna go back and play Madden at his house, but he had to stop and get cigarettes. So we stopped at 7-Eleven, and on his way out, he sees these two people outside the Redbox machine just sitting there with a trash bag of clothes and stuff like that. And so he walks up to him, and he's like, hey, what are you guys doing? And they're just just trying to get some money to buy some beers, man. And I'm just sitting there by the red box, rolling my eyes, oh God. I already knew he was gonna pull the Jesus card. So he 60 seconds in, he starts talking about Jesus. He's like, that the Lord will do this for you. You're just gonna ask him, blah blah. And I'm not debating that. It's just that these people, I don't know, he just tries to approach everybody he can, and it's just he comes up to them with wearing stains on his t-shirt and basketball shorts with his underwear hanging out and holes in his shoes. So when he's the Lord has done so much for me, and he's driving a car that's all broken up. So it's image matters. I try to tell him that, and he knows that I love him, but his intentions mean well. But anyways, so he knows that they're gonna buy alcohol. So they told him they were, an alcoholic's gonna buy alcohol. So he goes in his car anyways. He gives him $4 of change, and I thought his deed was done. So then he just tells him, all right, I'll be right back. So we get in the car, we go to his house. This is where it starts to get funny. We're about to play Madden. I'm setting up Madden, and he's pacing around his room, and he's like, I can't relax. I can't sit here and play Madden, and they're out there and they're hungry. And I was like, you just gave him $4. I'm like, and I was like, how do you know they're hungry? You know, I was just lazy. I just wanted to play Madden. I don't know. So, I told him, I was like, you know, buddy, they're probably not gonna be there because they probably bought alcohol and they're probably hiding somewhere. You know, like they said they were gonna do. He's like, well, we'll just drive by. So we drive by the 7-Eleven. Of course, my theory was right. They weren't there because they're, you know, probably drinking alcohol and hiding somewhere. So, but he's determined, you know. So he gets this. The reason why I went back home is because he's really cheap. So he got a coupon to get a free footlong. No, to get a free 6-inch if you purchase a footlong. So he goes to Subway. He gets a footlong and then he gets a 6-inch. Now you'd think since he was getting food for 2 people that he would be getting the footlong for them. But no, he got a footlong for himself, and he got them a 6-inch meatball sandwich, which was toasted, which goes bad in like 5 minutes. So he's like frantically going through the streets looking for these people, and he's just like, oh, there they are. Because he sees a couple, and I'm just like, nope, I don't think that's them. And he's just like, nope, that's them. And I'm like, okay. Like, whatever, alright, let's go. So he like whips a U-turn real quick into the country skillet, and he sees these people like 50 yards away, and he speeds up, he slams on the brake, puts the car in park, and he yells out the window, hey, I got a 6-inch! And the people, it wasn't the right people, and it sounds like he just yelled out, hey, I got a 6-inch penis. So I was just like very grateful that it wasn't a footlong, you know, like that would have sounded worse. Like, hey, I got a footlong. Come over to the car. Yeah, come over to the car and get it. Yeah, hop in. You know, like he just, I don't know. So then, I don't know why he just didn't give the sandwich to them. At this point, the sandwich is like 10 minutes old. It's not good anymore. Actually, it's like 20 minutes old. But he's still determined. So he's trying to find these people, and now we're going through like bad neighborhoods, and there was these like 3 black guys outside who were like obviously like selling drugs in front of a gas station, and he looked at them and he was just like, huh, maybe they're hungry. And I'm like, yo, like if you go up there, they're gonna kill you. You can't go up to 3 black people as a white person and give them a 6-inch meatball sandwich to share. Like they'll literally like think it's poisoned or shoot you. That's just the world we live in. So yeah, he's just crazy. And he was driving around and he kept looking at all these people and being like, I think they're homeless. Like just because they were walking, you know, they had regular clothes on and everything. And I'm just like, why do you keep saying everyone's homeless? But yeah, and then basically he ended up, and I told him when he bought the sandwich, I'm like, you realize that either I'm going to end up eating that or you're going to end up eating that. So he ended up eating a footlong and then the 6-inch meatball sub. So he's just crazy. So I don't know, man. His intentions are well, but yeah, that's my story. So God, I'm such a loser.